What up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Cool coming to you from Big Cool Entertainment with a Fear the Walking Dead episode 1 review. It just wrapped up, and I can say I enjoyed the episode. It was a little slow, but overall I thought it was well written. The actors portrayed each character well, and it picked up as the show went on. It was an hour and a half series season premiere. And like I said, I enjoyed it. It picked up. It didn't have too much going on, but it kind of gave you the backstory, or the backstory of each character. Madison, the mom of Nick and Alicia, she's a high school counselor who is a single mother of those two, who's engaged to Travis, who was recently divorced from his wife, who has a son named Chris, and their relationship is kind of strained because his son feel that he was the reason for the divorce. Alicia is a real smart student, smart girl, very witty. She can, from what you see in this first opening episode, she can be a little bit of a brat, a little bit of a handful to deal with, but overall she has a good head on her shoulder. Her brother, who is a college dropout and also battling a drug addiction, seemed to can't get out of his own way, and really, basically, he's kind of setting himself back. But to the episode opens with Nick waking up from his high, looking for his friend Gloria. He goes down the church stairs, stumbles across her, calls her name out. She turns around. Um, he see that she's eating another human being. She gets up, kind of not charges at him, but she's walking towards that direction. And he wasted no time. He got the hell on gone, which anybody in their right mind would have. He ran out the church, ran up the alleyway, and got out through a crack in the fence or a hole in the fence, and went out in the street getting hit by a car. Fast forward to the hospital. He's in the hospital, or fast forward to him, or to the scene where his mom and soon to be stepfather are notified by the doctor, the hospital, that their son has been that was hit by a car, and that he was hallucinating, and they had to call the police and blase blase. Nick tells them what he seen, what he saw at the church, and they don't tend to believe him, which is something understandably for a guy whose drug use has been consistently bad. You figure he's hallucinating, not being truthful, and just kind of telling wild goose tales. But the soon to be stepfather Travis kind of believes him for whatever reason, and he goes back to the church. He goes looking to see, to check up on what Nick has told him. He stumbled across, I guess, a crackhead or a junkie who was paranoid, who ran from behind the door, startled Travis, who startled him. He ran out saying, "Don't kill me, don't kill me." Travis took off after him, but couldn't find him, and he stumbled across where Gloria was eating the guy when Nick found her, and he started kind of putting it together of that Nick may be telling the truth. Um, Nick is the big brother to Alicia. Like I said, she's smart. She intends on going to college at Berkeley. And her relationship with Nick is kind of strange because due to his drug use. But overall, I think that they have their relationship will get stronger as the show goes on. Um, I believe Madison is it feels some type of guilt um to why Nick has chosen to indulge in hardcore drugs. Maybe she feel like she neglected him. This is just my assumptions or my educated guesses because we only one episode into it, but or maybe the divorce, he didn't deal with it well, but for whatever reason, she feels some type of guilt. Um, she wants badly for him to get clean and stay on the straight and narrow path, but he's having a hard time, of kicking his drug habit. Um, and really, this episode really evolved around Nick, and because he's really like the first one of the main characters to really, notice that there's a problem, and it's not normal. Nobody believed him. Travis and Madison went to his friend or the guy who sold him the drugs, Cal, just to check on his whereabouts. Little did we know, watching the show, that Cal was the guy that sold him the drugs. So it's kind of crazy. Let me backtrack a little bit. Now Nick is in the hospital after being hit um by the car. His mom, like I said, mom, stepfather come visit him. He tell him about the story. Travis leaves, and the next day, he's in there by himself. He's sharing a room with an older gentleman. And a nurse come in and tell him it's time to go to the restroom. And whatnot. He get ready to do that. He asked her, let her free one of his hands and so to make it easier and less messy, in his words. She does that, and he's trying to escape and undo his other hand. He knocks over the toilet bowl, and I don't know if that triggered his roommates or the guy he was sharing a room with problem. But next thing you know, that the nurses, doctors busting in. The machine is going like flatlining, and you can hear him gasping or just making some loud, hard breathing noises. And Nick is kind of shocked and unsure of what to do. And eventually he gets out of there because there's a lot of chaos. They're trying to tend to the older gentleman to try to get him back, breathing and okay. And Nick just takes advantage of that. He takes the old man's clothes. He changes into them, and he hightails it out of the hospital. Parents find out, question the nurse. You know, tell him she needs to find him. She said, you know what, I can't do it. Call the police because there's a lot of other things going on in the hospital. And pretty much that's the end of Nick's trip in the hospital. It's a scene where Alicia is with her boyfriend, and she's venting to him about her problems, her issues, about her brother and his own issues, and he's trying to tell her it's not your fault, which is true. And but when there's a loved one going through something like that, you kind of maybe feel some blame for whatever reason. But um, Nick's mom, Madison, and Travis go talk to Cal, his friend, slash drug dealer, and to see if they can, if he knows anything about his whereabouts and where he may have been or be at. He goes in and makes calls and whatnot. And he eventually gets in touch with Nick himself. They meet up at like a diner, and Cal says your parents came over checking on you. He started to get a little upset because he's assuming that Nick is telling on him, telling his parents, telling his customers that you know you know that he's selling drugs, and something might be wrong with it because at this point Nick is full blown paranoid. Not to say that he's lying because, like I said, some of the stuff he's been saying has been true, but nobody's believing a junkie. Nobody's gonna believe a junkie. You know how that is. But Cal said, "Hey, ride with me. I'm gonna get you out of here." He takes him to a deserted place. And it was broad daylight, but like a big old open area. Where nobody was around. Maybe like a skate park or something like that. He tell him to sit in the car while he goes to the trunk. He'll be safe here, and you know he gets him out. He tell him to get out the car, and he started to kind of act weird. Cal does, and they start to wrestle over the gun, and the gun goes off and it kills Cal, and a stud Nick is confused. He don't know what to do. He don't know if to call the police, grab the gun and hide it, or just hightail it. He just hightailed it out of there. And as he was coming back up, his mom and Travis, rode up with happened to be where, you know, in close to nearby. He got in the car with him, after trying to tell them that he had shot Cal. They didn't believe him. They said, well, we'll call him, because he took him back to Cal's car, and, he was nowhere to be found. No blood had been, on the ground, so they assumed that he was lying. But as Travis is getting ready to back out or backing out to take them back home, he notices somebody walking towards him. So he gets out the car and he sees that it's Cal and also Madison gets out the car. Nick's trying to warn him, please do not get out. Please come back. Please come back. But they are not listening. And, Madison, Nick's mom, almost gets bit. And, Nick took it into his hands and he, put the truck in reverse and he ran over Cal. Cal still got up. He ran over him again. And he was down for a moment, but he's still alive, and they're shocked. So they don't understand that a shot to the head or a knife to the head kills the zombie. They're, like I said, they're just learning about this, so it's gonna be new to them. It's gonna take some time to adjust to this, and they're gonna have to learn on the fly and be ready and willing to kill, because it's gonna call for that. It's gonna call for that. But this is the end of the review. I thought the episode was pretty good. It's a 6-episode season, so we got 5 more episodes. Episode 2 is next Sunday, August 30th, on AMC. The previews look pretty good. AMC has high hopes. I have high hopes, like other many fans of The Walking Dead, and now trying to, boost the show up. Has high hopes, and we'll see how it plays out. I think it will be. It will get nothing but better from here. Like I said, it was a little slow, but overall, it was well acted, well written, and I like the chemistry from the cast, and I think that it's gonna get a lot better, a lot more gruesome, a lot more surprising, a lot more interesting, and I think it's gonna be a show that has some staying power. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Please, please, please communicate with me. Let me know what you thought of the review. Let me know what you thought of the first episode of Fear of the Walking Dead. Like this video, and subscribe to this channel, Big Cool Entertainment. I'm gonna be more consistent with my videos. I will be doing Walking Dead review videos, the Fear of the Walking Dead, Empire, Flash, the Arrow. I'll be doing movie reviews, talking sports, but primarily I'm doing shows and movies. And really, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, tell a friend to, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.